got to talk about Khabib, man.
Speaking of bears and wrestling, them
Real
motherfuckers.
talk. What a transition.
Hey, bro.
That was brilliant.
On it.
Okay, so Khabib fights this weekend. Okay, he easily beats Justin Gaethje,
which is supposed to be his toughest fight yet.
Supposed to be his toughest fight yet. Dominating fashion.
I saw it. It was wild.
Unbelievable. Shouts to Justin Gaethje. That dude is just an amazing guy. Like, he just seems like so much fun. He's like a golden doodle. Like, he just has this great energy. Like, he literally said afterwards, he was like, yeah, getting choked out isn't that bad. You just have a nice little dream, then you wake up, not that much damage. Like, he was dead for a second, bro. Dead. Like, done. Yeah. So, but like, he's just got this great attitude about it. Khabib retires. Yeah. 29-0. Mm-hmm. Has, I think, lost 2 total rounds in his career.
Never bled.
Never bled.
That's so fucking crazy.
In a sport where you can throw elbows.
Yeah.
And keep this in mind also. Never bled. And his style is not like stick and move.
No, he wrestles.
There's tons of skin-to-skin contact. Yeah. He could get a headbutt. He could get a random elbow. Never fucking bled.
Not even like nicked your nose. Like, you ever like bump your nose and you have a nosebleed?
All the time. They're like, that was pointed.
Okay, yeah, just have like you your nose.
These glasses?
You ever shut the door and accidentally catch your nose in it?
Yeah. You ever propose to your girl, you try to open the block, and then that shit hits you right in your fucking...
That's how you got such a big diamond.
You know it. Okay. In all seriousness, the conversation right now is he the most dominant fighter in UFC history? And John Jones has a claim to the throne, obviously, because he defended, I think, or has been in like 15 title defenses. And not only defenses, I think he had to vacate the belt and then come back, but he still came back and fought for the belt. Right. So 15 total. Right. Khabib is 4, so those numbers are dwarfed by John Jones. That being said, Khabib has been more dominant. There's been like questionable matches for John Jones. Yeah. Nothing has been even close with Khabib or Habib or whatever is pronounced. I think the more interesting discussion is the lightweight division more entertaining now?
Without Khabib?
Yeah. Was his dominance and reign so superior that it started to become uninteresting? Right? Like, we were excited about this Justin Gaethje fight. We're like, this guy has a wrestling pedigree. He was a Division I wrestler.
And he was getting some shots off on Khabib.
He got a couple shots, and Justin Gaethje hits hard.
Yeah.
And
Khabib just ate them shits.
Easy, light work. I think the division is actually more exciting. I think the UFC is more exciting without Khabib. And this is no knock on Khabib. I mean, he's absolutely amazing, and put him up there as the GOAT because he dominated in a way that John Jones just didn't dominate. That being said, we want some chance. One of the great things about MMA is that there's chance. One guy could get clipped and goes down. Yeah. He was so dominant that he eliminated chance.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, UFC makes more money when Conor McGregor is the champion. And the fact that Conor McGregor has a chance to fight for the title next, and I'm not even the biggest Conor fan per se, I just recognize his entertainment value. It's Trump-level entertainment.
Right.
No matter what he's involved in, it's going to be entertaining. Yeah. Sell your shitty whiskey. Entertaining as fuck. Yeah. We don't care. The fact that he has a chance to fight for it, and he's fighting against guys he can beat. He can beat Dustin Poirier because he beat him before. Right? The Gaethje fight would be really interesting, but I think he could beat Gaethje. He could beat Tony Ferguson. There's this new guy, Michael Chandler, and I don't know that much about him. All I'm saying is MMA just got more interesting. How often is it that your most dominant champion leaves and it gets even better? Mayweather left boxing. We haven't watched a boxing match since.
Bro, I asked somebody. Fury Wilder was the last fight we cared about.
Outside of Fury Wilder.
And that's it. Since Floyd retired, that's the only
boxing
two fights we cared about.
Boxing is fucking a snooze fest without Floyd.
Yeah.
And MMA is exploding, and I actually think this is the right thing for MMA. What are you guys' thoughts on this?
I don't know as much about the overall division necessarily, but this was my first Khabib fight, and that was fucking, I've never seen anything like that, boxing or MMA. Just like the way he kept coming in. Who was the guy that fought Canelo 2 or 3 times? And
Triple G.
Yeah.
Gennady Golovkin.
Yes. And I remember he would just eat punches
from
and keep
Kazakhstan.
coming.
fucking Sacha Baron.
This was like that, but even more so. Khabib just ate every punch and then just kept coming. Apparently fought with two broken toes and a broken foot in his bone.
Oh, that was the other thing, yeah.
And then his chokehold submission he did as an act of mercy to Gaethje, because he heard Gaethje would never tap out. And he's like, well, if I do this arm bar or whatever, I will break his arm. So let me just put him to sleep and win. Like
because his parents were watching.
His parents were watching. This is, I've never seen anything like this. I wish I had watched all of his fights. Now I'm like, I'm sad he's retiring because I'm like, oh, I would have watched every fucking fight you did from now on.
Yo, but imagine, like, the fact that he's this fucking dominant
insane
at UFC, like, he's going to be the best Muslim. Like,
oh, yeah.
Dude, next level Muslim.
Yeah. The discipline.
Oh, my God, bro.
No, the world needs to be afraid now.
That's what I'm saying. If I'm Khabib's wife, I'm like, oh,
he has no outlet.
Oh, but Islam is the outlet, bro.
Yeah.
Son, he's going to have a
Islam, you're not supposed to be fighting.
On his forehead from slamming those prayers down, bro.
Throwing those rocks at Satan, just whipping him as hard as he fucking can, dude.
Real talk, man.
That's an intense guy.
How can you be of like Islamic and fight? I thought that's against the religion.
Nah, they have jihadis, bro. Like, that's like part of the religion that, like,
well,
you can just kill motherfuckers sometimes, right?
Not sometimes, like in an act of defense. Do you know what I mean? And I guess maybe you could look at like, hey, this person is attacking me, and therefore I can defend myself against this person.